All right, so picture this. You're at a concert.
Yeah.
Music's thumping. You're trying to get a cool pic for Instagram. And suddenly,
Oh, no.
your bank sends you a fraud alert. Turns out someone was trying to swipe more than just a good time in this digital age. That's right. We're diving deep into cybersecurity for everyday users like you.
It's so easy to feel kind of invincible when you're out there, but online, we're all really exposed.
We are.
And cybersecurity today isn't just about like protecting your computer or laptop.
All right.
It's about safeguarding your entire digital like footprint.
Okay, so let's unpack this a little. We've all heard the buzzwords, phishing, malware.
Yeah.
But what do these actually look like in the wild? Like, what are we talking about here?
So imagine this. An email just lands in your inbox.
Yeah.
It seems like it's from your bank. It looks totally legit. Logo, branding, maybe even your recent transaction history.
Right, okay.
But there's a hidden danger there. If you were to click that update your info link, it could be a gateway to a fake site designed to just harvest your credentials. And that's what phishing is.
It's sneaky.
Yeah, luring you in with that familiarity.
Yeah, so how do we spot these digital traps? It seems like these hackers are getting sneakier every day.
They are.
They really are.
Which is why being really vigilant is key.
Okay.
You got to look for those subtle clues in phishing emails. Misspellings, generic greetings, or requests for information your bank should already have. Like, legitimate companies rarely ask for sensitive data via email.
So it's like if your bank suddenly needs your account number emailed back.
Exactly.
Red flag.
Yeah, huge red flag.
Yeah.
And even if an email passes that sniff test, it's best to just navigate directly to the company's website yourself.
Okay.
Don't just click links in emails unless you are 100% certain of the legitimacy.
Good point. Let's talk about the other scary word. Malware. I know it's bad news, but what exactly is it?
Think of malware as like a digital parasite.
Oh.
It comes in many forms. You've got viruses, worms, trojans.
Right.
But the common thread is that it infects your device without your consent. And once it's inside, it can wreak havoc. It can steal data, spy on your keystrokes, even hijack your files for ransom.
Okay, that's way past inconvenience territory.
Yes.
So clicking a dodgy link in one of those phishing emails, that's one way malware gets in, right?
It's a very common entry point.
Okay.
But malware can also lurk in seemingly harmless downloads.
Oh, wow.
Or even piggyback on compromised websites.
Oh, no.
So that's why having a robust security solution like antivirus software is absolutely crucial.
It's like an immune system.
Think of it as your digital immune system,
Okay.
constantly scanning for and neutralizing threats.
Makes sense. Now, I know strong passwords are cybersecurity 101.
Yes.
But with so many accounts, how do we even keep track? I'm asking for a friend who may or may not have used password 123 one time.
We've all been there.
Or two,
Yeah.
maybe three.
That's fine.
But the truth is, like, weak or reused passwords are just an open invitation for hackers.
They are.
It is.
Imagine your password as a lock on your front door.
Okay.
You wouldn't use the same flimsy lock for your house, your car, your safe, right?
That's a scary thought.
It is.
So what makes a password truly strong in this day and age? Like, what are we talking about?
Think long and complex.
Okay.
At least 12 characters. A mix of upper and lowercase letters, numbers, and special characters.
Okay.
Avoid common phrases or personal information that hackers could guess.
Right, right.
But even with like the best memory, juggling dozens of unique passwords is, it's nearly impossible.
It's impossible.
Which is why password managers come in. They're like secure vaults for your digital keys.
So instead of trying to be a human password vault, use technology to actually be secure.
Exactly.
That's pretty smart.
And most reputable password managers use encryption, meaning even they can't see your actual passwords. It's all about adding those layers of protection.
Layers are good. So we've got our passwords locked down, antivirus on patrol.
Yeah.
What else can we do to fortify our digital defenses?
Yeah. Let's talk about two-factor authentication, or 2FA.
Okay.
You're probably already using it without realizing it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, 2FA. I've definitely seen that pop up when logging into accounts.
Yeah.
But I'll admit, I haven't always, understood what it actually does.
It's simpler than it sounds.
Okay.
Think of it as a second layer of security on top of your password.
Okay.
So let's say you're logging into your email, and you enter your password. That's the first factor.
Okay.
With 2FA enabled.
Right.
You'll then be prompted for, a second piece of information.
Okay.
Typically a unique code sent to your phone or email.
So even if someone did manage to snag my password somehow,
Yeah.
they'd still hit that second roadblock.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
It makes it exponentially harder for hackers to get in, even with the right password.
Wow.
And setting it up is usually super easy.
Okay, good.
Most online services offer 2FA these days.
That's good.
It's a simple step, but a huge security payoff.
All right, 2FA is going on my to-do list right after this deep dive.
Good.
Speaking of things we often take for granted, let's talk about software updates.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be honest, I sometimes hit remind me later
Yeah.
more often than I should.
I think we're all guilty of that.
Yeah.
But those update notifications,
Right.
they aren't just about shiny new features.
Okay.
They often contain crucial security patches that fix vulnerabilities that, hackers could exploit.
So ignoring those updates is like leaving a welcome hackers
Yes!
sign on my digital front door.
Pretty much.
Oh, no.
Outdated software is a hacker's playground.
Okay.
Those updates are like patching holes in your digital fence, essentially.
Got it.
For keeping your devices and data secure.
No more delaying those updates.
Good.
Now, what about public Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm constantly connecting at coffee shops, airports, all that. Is that a risky move?
Public Wi-Fi is definitely convenient,
Right.
but it can also be a security minefield.
Okay.
These networks often lack the same level of protection as your home Wi-Fi, making it easier for hackers to kind of snoop on your activities.
So that free Wi-Fi might come at the cost of my privacy.
Potentially, yeah.
Oh, no.
Imagine sending a postcard through the mail.
Okay.
Anyone handling it can read the message, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of what it's like sending data over unsecured public Wi-Fi.
Really?
Hackers can potentially intercept that information.
Yikes. Okay, so what's the solution? Should we just avoid public Wi-Fi altogether?
It's not always practical to completely avoid it,
Right.
but you can definitely minimize the risks.
Oh,
Avoid accessing sensitive information like online banking or shopping while you're connected to these networks.
right.
And if you must use public Wi-Fi, consider using a VPN.
VPNs. I've heard the term thrown around, but honestly, it all sounds a bit technical. Can you break that down?
A VPN, or virtual private network,
Okay.
creates a secure, encrypted tunnel for your internet traffic.
Okay.
Think of it as a private, secure pathway through the chaos of public Wi-Fi. Your data becomes unreadable to anyone trying to snoop.
So it's like sending that postcard in a super secure, locked envelope that only the intended recipient can open.
Exactly. VPNs add that extra layer of protection, especially when using public Wi-Fi.
VPNs. Noted.
Good.
Okay, shifting gears a bit. Let's talk about social media.
Okay.
It's part of our daily lives now.
Right.
But what are the cybersecurity pitfalls we need to watch out for there?
Social media is a double-edged sword.
Okay.
On one hand, it connects us with our friends and family, allows us to share experiences,
Right.
but it's also a goldmine of information for hackers.
How so?
Well, I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
Hackers are masters of what's called social engineering, which is
right.
basically manipulating people into revealing sensitive information or clicking malicious links. They might create fake profiles,
Really?
impersonate friends or businesses, or even use your own posts against you to build trust and gain access to your accounts.
So even if a message seems like it's from a friend, it's still worth a second look.
Absolutely.
Wow.
If something seems off, an unusual request, a link that looks suspicious,
Right.
don't hesitate to double-check with your friend directly.
Okay.
And be mindful of the information you share publicly.
That's a good point.
Do you really need to broadcast your vacation plans, your home address, your daily routine to the entire internet?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Good point. Sometimes less is more when it comes to sharing online.
For sure.
Now, besides being cautious about what we click and share, are there any other, social media security tips you'd recommend?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Review your privacy settings regularly.
Right.
And make sure you're comfortable with who can see your posts and information.
Right.
Consider using strong, unique passwords specifically for your social media accounts.
Oh, okay.
Separate from your other online accounts.
Makes sense.
Treat those social media accounts with the same security seriousness as you would your bank accounts.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Speaking of which, what about backing up data?
Yes.
It's one of those things I know I should do,
Right.
but it always seems to fall to the bottom of my to-do list.
I understand that feeling.
Yeah.
But backing up your data is like having an insurance policy for your digital life.
Okay, that's a compelling way to put it.
It is.
So if my computer crashes, or, heaven forbid, my phone goes for a swim,
Yeah.
I wouldn't lose everything.
Not if you're backing up regularly.
All right.
You can recover your precious photos, documents, work files,
Right.
all those irreplaceable bits of your digital life.
Yeah.
It's a simple step that provides immense peace of mind.
All right, you've convinced me.
Good.
Backups are officially moving to the top of my list.
Yeah, I'd love to hear that.
What are the best ways to go about it? I've heard of cloud storage, external hard drives.
There are several great options, each with its pros and cons.
Okay.
Cloud storage offers convenience and accessibility. You can access your files from anywhere. External hard drives provide physical control over your data. That's ideal for larger backups.
Okay.
And some people even use a combination of both for, like, extra security.
So it's like diversifying your digital portfolio. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Exactly. And remember, the key is to back up regularly.
Right.
Set a schedule, whether it's weekly, monthly, even daily, and stick to it.
Okay, got it.
Good.
Backup, backup, backup.
Backup, backup, backup.
Okay, we've covered a lot of ground here. Strong passwords, 2FA, software updates, public Wi-Fi safety, social media smarts, now data backups.
It's a lot.
Is there anything we're missing in our cybersecurity fortress?
You've touched on some of the most important technical aspects.
Okay.
But there's another crucial element we need to discuss. The human element.
This sounds intriguing. Tell me more.
So we can have the strongest passwords, the most sophisticated security software.
Right.
But sometimes we, the users, are the weakest link.
You mean like falling for scams or accidentally clicking on a dodgy link?
Exactly. Hackers are constantly devising new ways to exploit our human vulnerabilities.
Wow.
Our trust, our fear, our desire for convenience.
Right.
That's why developing good digital habits and a healthy dose of skepticism are absolutely crucial.
So it's not just about having the right tools, but using them wisely.
Exactly.
So it's like that saying trust but verify applies to the digital world too.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Don't be afraid to question emails, links, social media messages that seem a little off.
Right.
A little healthy skepticism goes a long way in cybersecurity.
Right. Better safe than sorry.
Right. Exactly.
Okay. We've covered a ton of practical tips and strategies today, but cybersecurity is constantly evolving, right?
It is.
So how can we stay ahead of the curve and keep our knowledge, like, fresh?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Staying informed is key.
Okay.
Reputable cybersecurity websites and organizations.
Right.
They regularly publish articles, guides, even videos that break down the latest threats and trends. Think of it like keeping your digital immune system up to date.
So just like we need those annual flu shots, our digital lives need regular doses of cybersecurity knowledge.
Precisely.
Okay. Is there anything else, like, is there like a helpline or something? Like if people run into an issue, who do they call?
Don't be afraid to ask questions.
Okay.
If you encounter something suspicious or you need some clarification on a certain security concept,
Right.
there are tons of online forums and communities where you can connect with experts and get advice.
That's really reassuring to know there's a whole support network out there.
There is.
So much of cybersecurity feels like it's about individual responsibility, but it sounds like there are resources to help us along the way.
Absolutely. Cybersecurity is a shared responsibility.
Yep.
Companies and organizations have a duty to protect our data,
Right.
but we as individuals also play a crucial role in safeguarding our own digital lives.
Absolutely. That's well said.
Thank you.
We've had an incredible, I think, deep dive into this world of cybersecurity today.
Yeah, it's been fun.
I feel like I've learned so much. And more importantly, I feel empowered now to actually, like, take action.
Yes.
So to recap, we've learned about building strong passwords,
Yep.
enabling two-factor authentication,
Yes.
keeping our software updated, being cautious on public Wi-Fi, practicing our social media smarts, backing up our data,
Important.
and most importantly, cultivating that healthy skepticism and staying informed.
You got it.
So as you're going about your digital day today,
Yeah.
what's one thing you can do right now to bolster your own cybersecurity?
I love that.
Maybe it's enabling 2FA on a crucial account,
Yeah.
running those pending software updates, or just taking a moment to think before you click.
Yes.
Every step counts.
Absolutely.
Stay safe out there.
Be well.